The Contract Administration Board meeting at 2:35 p.m. For the record, in attendance today is Deputy County Executive Phil Calderon, Chairman of the Albany County Legislature Andrew Joyce, and Albany County Clerk Bruce Hidley. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion that we accept the minutes from the emergency September CAB meeting.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. Next, I'd like to approve the October 2018 meeting minutes.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Carried. And now would like to entertain a motion that we accept the minutes from the November 2018 meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? And that meeting, that is carried. So first on the agenda today, we have contract number 4505. And there's several departments that are involved with this: court facilities, the DA, the sheriff, probation, corrections, and the Stop DWI program. The vendor is Gals Incorporated. The estimated amount is $60,000. The estimated term is 1/10/19 through 1/9/2020. The scope of service is law enforcement equipment and safety supplies to be purchased by various departments. Budget lines are selected for recently purchased items. This is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
This is being requested by purchasing. We put in the potential departments that could buy from it. It's for any county department, and it's a renewal. It's a discount of their catalog.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? I'll entertain a motion.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4508. Department is planning. The vendor is Canon USA, Inc. The estimated amount is $25,027. The estimated term is 36 months. The scope of service is the purchase of a PlotWave 345 printing system with a 36-month maintenance plan. It's 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
So the planning department is requesting the approval of this PlotWave printing system. It is a plotter printer to print out blueprints, as well as a scanner that can scan in blueprint-sized submissions. The main reason for that is the municipalities, when they're submitting things to the planning board, can be a variety of sizes. Some of the municipalities in Albany County don't even have the capability to do electronic files yet. So this just makes it a lot easier on the board to review everything, to be able to disseminate these out to your board members before the meeting so they can review things. So they're not sitting at the table doing everything, dragging the meeting out for 3 hours.
Just two questions.
Yep.
One, the contact person is Lisa. Is that the correct contact?
So Lisa is the commissioner, obviously, of Public Works. Planning
So
board
that comes over
is
your...
physically housed in
Okay.
Public Works.
Yes.
She didn't chime in so fast. That's why I was wondering.
And, no, she has spoken to other people at the end of this.
Yes.
And the second question I have is the estimated term of 36 months. When does that start and finish?
That was estimated to start January 1st and run 3 calendar years if we were to be able to get approval at this meeting.
Okay.
In that, it actually includes all toner or paper up to a certain level. You know, I forget how many, I think it's 2,000 square feet or something that they'll handle in that time period, on top of all the maintenance.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? It's a great initiative. Glad to hear you're doing it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will be good because we'll be able to scan in a lot of our old plans.
Right.
Yeah, and the plan, or the Public Works will actually be able to get some use out of this as well.
Believe me, running the Hall of Records, I understand the need for that kind of equipment.
Yeah.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4496. The department is Mental Health. The vendor is Information Management Associates. The estimated amount is $99,500. The estimated term is 1/1/19 through 12/31/19. The scope of service is for the ongoing subscription and license agreement for the operation of patient and billing software that includes web-based access for clinicians, implementation of billing modules, e-signature capabilities, New York State Clinical Records Initiative compliance, and use of e-prescribing and level of care assessments. This is broken down into 2 fiscal impacts, 80% on the county and 20% on the state. I now open the floor for comments or questions. Anybody?
I can talk.
Dave?
I can talk about it if you like. It's the IMA's been the system we've had in place for probably over 30 years. It's a great system. We're now able to get some upgrades, and the upgrades are what you've just specifically described. I think things are going well. We're moving forward with, e-prescripting and all the necessary things that we need as a clinic to move into next year with Medicaid managed care.
Absolutely. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4489. The department is mental health. The vendor is counseling and care and services. The estimated amount is $22,595. The estimated term is 1/1/19 through 12/31/19. And the scope of service to provide mental health assessment, referral, and treatment services to individuals being treated in their clinic. They also provide an employee assistance program to mental health patients employed in Albany County. And this is 100% state funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Again, it's a pass-through 100% funded contract going through our department. It's ongoing, a contract we've had for many years.
Nice to have the state pay 100% too.
Yes, it is.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Carried. Next is contract number 4487. The department is contract narcotic addiction. The vendor is the Albany Diocesan School Board. The estimated amount is $44,000. The estimated term is 1/1/19 through 12/31/19. The scope of services provides evidence-based substance abuse prevention services to students attending Albany County Catholic schools, and this is 100% federally funded. I now open the floor for questions or comments.
No, it is federal funding, but it does come through the New York State OASIS, Office of Alcoholism and Substance Abuse Services.
Okay.
Are we on 4488 or?
Yeah, we skipped one.
4487?
Yeah.
4488.
Did I miss one, Andrew?
Yep, it's 4488.
I did. Well, we'll go back to that one. This is 4487, I'm
Good job
sorry.
with that one. We'll be ready for.
Right. Again, it's federal funds that go through OASIS, State Office of Substance Abuse, and through our department, 100%.
Okay, any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion?
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Carried. Okay, so now we'll go back to contract number 4488. I must have grabbed two at once and flipped them over. This is mental health. The vendor's Catholic Charities. The estimated amount is $41,605. The estimated term is 1/1/19 through 12/31/19, and the scope of service is to provide case management services to homeless women suffering from mental illness or co-occurring disorders at Mercy House. Staff seeks to link women with treatment and permanent housing, and this is 100% state funded, and I open the floor for comments or questions.
Again, as you mentioned, 100% state funded. Women who live in Mercy House are able to go upstairs. There's 2 apartments upstairs, so it's kind of a transition to go from the shelter to the 2 apartments upstairs and then find housing in the community for these women who have mental health or may have mental health and substance abuse issues. So it's a great program. We've had a contract for a number of years with them.
Keep up the good work with that, too.
Yes.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion?
Moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Keep up the great work. So getting back on track here, we're going to go to contract number 4515, and the department is finance. The vendor is Webster Ford, Inc., DBA Henderson Ford. The estimated amount is $22,382. The estimated term is 12/15/18 through 3/29/19. And this is to purchase a Ford Escape SUV for the foreclosure tax enforcement unit to post delinquent properties. This was the lowest responsible bidder of the 5 that responded to the mini bid put out by purchasing department for this vehicle, and it's 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
So this request from the Division of Finance is specifically for the pre-foreclosure inspectors, which, as you said, go out and do the posting and inspection of parcels before we get to final foreclosure. Due to the materials required to be carted around for a lot of these tasks that they do, they need a slightly bigger vehicle than most of the county fleet. Also, experience has shown that there are certain county roads, especially this time of year, where four-wheel drive is a necessity up in the hill towns, some seasonal access roads that we need to get down, things like that. So I worked with purchasing as well as a couple other departments to try to find the best vehicle that we could at the best price, and I think we got a pretty good price. This is off the mini bid, and it was the lowest responding dealer.
Any other comments or questions? And I'll entertain a motion.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 4516. Department is Building Services. The vendor is Johnson Controls Building Efficiency. The estimated amount is $89,736. The estimated term is 1/1/19 through 12/31/21. The scope of service is outlined in RFB 2018-085 HVAC Preventative Maintenance and Emergency Services to include chiller preventive maintenance and emergency services for 112 State Street and 6 Lodge Street. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Yes, this contract was originally awarded to M-Tech last month. We requested to see their certification under York Chillers for the Justice Center. They never sent us their certification, so we went to the next responsive bidder, that was Johnson Controls. And Johnson Controls agreed to meet the pricing that M-Tech gave for the same services. So, and they are certified for the York Chillers.
Good job. The fiscal impact on this project is 63% county and 37% state. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Carried. And contract number 4518, the department is Public Works Administration. The vendor is Betty and Kring LLC. The estimated amount is $82,500. The estimated term is 1/5/19 through 2/22/19. The scope of services will be emergency repairs of the New Scotland Avenue Bridge over New York State Route 85 on the Albany County Rail Trail, and is 100% county-funded project. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Hi, an inspection of the bridge revealed that repairs were necessary to shore up one of the columns that has been deformed over the years by being hit by large vehicles. It also suffered section loss over time due to salting and just age. So Betty and Kring was the sole bidder that gave us a quote for the project. It's a not-to-exceed amount of $82,500.
Okay. Any other comments or questions?
Any idea yet on the traffic impact?
What we're going to do is have a detour. It's going to be, the state's allowing us to close the road on a weekend only during the day, and so traffic will be detoured onto Kenwood Avenue.
Okay.
So,
Anything else? Phil? Entertain a motion?
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Carried. On behalf of Phil, Andrew, and myself, we certainly want to wish all of you in the room here a very Merry Christmas, and because we won't see you until the end of January, a very Happy New Year to all of you and your families.
that's nice. Thank you.
And with that, I entertain a motion to close the CAB meeting at 2:50 p.m.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried.